We are back now. It's 8:40 with one of Hollywood's most versatile stars, Emmy winner Jeff Daniels. In the new movie Steve Jobs, he plays former Apple CEO John Sculley, who doesn't shy away from taking on the icon.
I'm the world's leading expert in the Mac, John. What's your resume?
You're issuing contradictory instructions, you're insubordinate, you make people miserable. Our top engineers are fleeing to Sun, Dell, HP. Wall Street doesn't know who's driving the bus. We've lost hundreds of millions in value, and I'm the CEO of Apple, Steve. That's my resume.
Boom. Jeff Daniels, good morning. That's a mouthful.
There are a couple words in that. Yeah. A couple words.
This is an Aaron Sorkin movie, which means a particular thing, and usually it means a lot of talking, a lot of dialogue, and I have to say, watching it, I just stand in awe of your ability to let it roll off the tongue as though it's naturally coming to you. How do you do that?
It's hard, but you want difficult, you want a challenge, and with Aaron, it's always heavy with dialogue. It just takes more time leading up to it. Like on Newsroom, you would spend your weekend, forget doing anything, you'd spend your weekend so that by Sunday night you knew the whole week. Because if you didn't, and we got onto the set, and now we're going into Sorkin speed, you're left behind.
And just in case anyone has any other impression, Aaron is not the kind of writer/director who says, sure, just ad lib, or this is just a suggestion. Have your way with my words. It's like, you got to have it right down to the punctuation mark.
No, it's word for word, and that's what Broadway is. So it's playwrights. You don't ad lib on Broadway. So it's like, oh, I don't have to write it? I remember I did The Hours with Meryl Streep, and I remember she was walking in, and the director said, why don't you just say a couple things, make up. And she goes, what, you got David Hare? So do I have to write it too? I'll never forget that. And so ever since, and when you get an Aaron Sorkin, you just go, great. He writes it, I act it.
Here you are playing a real person, John Sculley, and as I understand it, you had a chance to meet with him as well. Did that add to your portrait? Because as you've said in interviews in the past, you are not trying to do an impersonation of John Sculley in this movie.
No, it really is a dramatization of events and people, and John he was a great source of information. He really helped. And you could still see how much the relationship mattered to John years and years later. They didn't get to reconcile. There was a betrayal, according to Steve, and it just ended like that. And now Steve's gone, and there's regret there, there's pain there, and I was able to put that into the movie and give John a complete picture.
The movie's not without controversy. I mean, for example, Apple CEO Tim Cook has talked about it, Laureen Jobs. I think they feel it's not a sympathetic portrait, ultimately, of Steve Jobs. What do you make of that criticism? How do you feel about its portrayal?
I don't really care, because at the end of the day, he's a great historical figure. He changed the world. Henry Ford changed the world. Thomas Edison changed the world. Others, Oppenheimer. Steve was one of those guys. And those guys, the creative genius that goes behind those guys, they're not simple people. And I love that we had the opportunity to showcase one of the great creative visionaries that the world has ever had. And that means the good and the bad.
Speaking of creative, you are also in The Martian. You've got that role, and you're going on tour with your son's band. Tell me about that real quick.
The Ben Daniels Band, we start Friday. We go out for November because that's what an actor should do. He should pick up a guitar, go to clubs and opera houses and play with his son's band because that makes you young.
Exactly. Just hold on.
That's right.
Jeff Daniels, always a pleasure. Thank you so much. And Steve Jobs from our sister company, Universal, is playing in select theaters now. It expands nationwide this Friday.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.